Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad-Bhagavatam, 4th Canto, Chapter 9, text number 33. Daivim mayam upashritya prasupta iva bhinnadrik prapye dvitiye apyasati bhratrabartravya hridruja. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Dhruva Maharaj lamented, I was under the influence of the illusory energy, being ignorant of the actual facts. I was sleeping on her lap. Under a vision of duality, I saw my brother as my enemy, and falsely I lamented within my heart, thinking, they are my enemies. Purport. Real knowledge is revealed to a devotee only when he comes to the right conclusion about life by the grace of the Lord. Our creation of friends and enemies within this material world, something like dreaming at night. In dreams, we create so many things out of various impressions in the subconscious mind. And all such creations are simply temporary and unreal. In the same way, although apparently we are awake in the material life, because we have no information of the soul and the super soul, we create many friends and enemies simply out of imagination. Srila Krishna Dasa Kaviraja Goswami says that within this material world or material consciousness, good and bad are the same. The distinction between good and bad is simply by a mental concoction. The actual fact is that all living entities are sons of God or byproducts of His marginal energy. Because of our being contaminated by the modes of material nature, we distinguish one spark from another. This is also another kind of dreaming. It is stated in the Bhagavad Gita that those who are actually learned do not make any distinction between a learned scholar, a brahmana, an elephant, a dog, and a chandala. They do not see in terms of their external body. Rather, they see this person as spirit soul. By higher understanding, one can know that the material body is nothing but a combination of 5 elements. In that sense also, the bodily construction of human being and that of a demigod are one and the same. From the spiritual point of view, we are all spiritual sparks, parts and parcels of the Supreme Spirit, God. Either materially or spiritually, we are basically one. But we make friends and enemies as dictated by the illusory energy. Dhruva Maharaj therefore said, Daivim mayam upashritya. The cause of his bewilderment was his association, the illusory energy, material energy. Illusory material energy. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. So this is one verse before what we discussed yesterday. We missed out this verse. So we are doing it today. So Dhruva Maharaj, having been blessed by the Lord, his spirit, getting the association of the Supreme Spirit, has woken up his consciousness that the person, he is within the body and not the body. And all the meanings that have been fed into his subconscious by himself, centered around the idea that I am the body. All this misreading of the material world, where spirit is, body is taken as a spirit, body is taken as a self. All those things vanish. Just like when light comes into a room and put on the light, the darkness vanishes. In the same way, Dhruva Maharaj is experiencing this vanishing of darkness. He says, under darkness I thought he is my brother. I thought that this life is real life. I thought I am the body, friends, brothers. Basically, once he is enlightened, what is the difference between an enlightened person and a conditioned soul? Only one difference. The enlightened person is also in this world, seeing, touching, smelling, tasting, everything. A conditioned soul also is doing all these things. Being, desiring, thinking, feeling, willing. And Dhruva Maharaj is also now thinking, feeling, willing. He is still in the body. The difference between the conditioned state and the liberated state is, in the liberated state, all this asat, meaning of life, it's all meaning we assign. You see one body from the same father and mother, you say it's brother. Again, that father and mother is again bodily connection. So, we give a meaning to that body of father and mother. We give a meaning to that, to your brother. Now Dhruva Maharaj is saying, no, that meaning is wrong. They are neither brother, neither father, neither mother. And neither am I the body. Whole story is ended. Around it, so many things are built. Entire life is built around this fundamental seed of ignorance called I am this body. That is the starting point. If you burst this bubble, I am this body, you don't have to work separately. Just like you pull out a foundation, you don't have to do anything to bring down the superstructure. To bring down this foundation, we have to understand who I am. I am servant of Krishna, I am part and parcel of Krishna. As Dhruva Maharaj realized it, this is my Sat. And the body is Asat. Then what happens? It's very interesting. It is not that, so many lives, so much ignorance we have built up. All those ignorance I should remove one by one. No. When you realize you are not the body, you automatically realize others are not the body. The entire superstructure falls down. Such a person does not see, as in the Bhagavad Gita also, how the pure devotee or an enlightened person, a Paramahamsa, does not make a distinction between scholar, Brahmana, elephant, dog, or a Chandala. Does not make any difference. Why? Because these are all meanings that I have given. Asat meaning. It's a meaning in the drama. It's a drama role. Chandala, elephant, all these things. But the soul is neither a Chandala, neither a dog, neither a Brahmana. Soul is what? It is Amsha of Krishna. It is the spiritual energy, marginal energy of Krishna. It has nothing to do with matter. The substance of the soul is not matter. Substance of the soul is spirit. Just like Dhruva Maharaj, in the subconsciousness, so many stories are there. How everything vanished all of a sudden because foundation got down. Because all the stories are centered around all the meanings that we keep. What is our mind is full? Our consciousness full of what? Meanings. This is that is this is this. There are meanings. Personal meanings. I am this body, you are this body, relationship, then material things. Our mind is full of perceptions. Perception is reading, meaning. What meaning you assign to the room, to the people, to this body, father's body, mother's body, husband's body, children's body. What is the meaning? So as I said, the only difference between self-realized person and that conditioned soul is not whether he is in this body or not body. He can be in this body. The difference is his reading of the world is different. His reading of the world is as it is. He will see the body, he will see the spirit, he will see the supreme spirit, super soul. So these differentiations will not be there at all. No friend, no enemy and all these things. So this is a Paramahamsa vision. But if we have to live in this world and preach, as Prabhupada says, we have to come down from that level. Actual person is Paramahamsa. But when he comes down, then for the sake of the world, he will see the differences as temporary differences. Temporary existence for some time is actually not existence at all. When a movie is playing, temporarily you get some meaning out of that. Oh, temporarily it exists. It doesn't exist temporarily. It exists only in our minds. Only light patches are existing. Something is existing. Similarly, body is existing, soul is existing, body is action, reaction, three modes of material nature, activity is all, it is all existing, it's all real. But I am that body, I am, all these meanings are not existing. In the TV screen is existing, light patches are existing, movement of light patches are existing. It is designed to bewilder you is also existing. That means there is a director for that movie. All those things are true. The person who is not watching the movie, he doesn't take any meaning out of it. So he is not in illusion. Only when you fix your idea and then you start reading hero, heroine, this thing, all the thing, then the movie begins. So difference between a person who is self-realized and who is not self-realized is that self-realized, that's what it's called, self-realized. Self-realized, he has realized who is the self. Who is the self? This body is not the self. So he's realized, self-realization means his true self he has realized. What is that? Chivera Swarupoy Nitya Krishna Dasa. I am eternal servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead who is the Lord of all living beings. He is Purna, I am Amsha. He's got all the personal faculties, personhood features. I also have personhood features. In quality, I am one with him. This body is not... I am saying I am this body. Body is not telling you, I am you. Dead fellow, body. Hand, I am thinking that I am this hand. Hand doesn't know I am telling I am hand also. Body doesn't know anything. It's just like this floor only. But we think my body is different because we identify ourselves as that is me. That is my substance. So Dhruva Maharaj, by virtue of touching the Supreme Spirit through his eyes, he got the glance of the transcendental form of the Lord. And immediately, the foundation of illusion was destroyed. When the foundation is destroyed, entire thing building comes down. Just like you are absorbed in a movie in a TV screen. In 1 second, the story can end. How? Stop seeing the movie. Is it not? That simple solution we never think. That is why Prabhupada said always, the best way to deal with Maya is to neglect Maya. Just shift our attention to chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Fill your mind with Hare Krishna. And the movie ends. If you're fully absorbed, then it ends. Otherwise, the movie also will be there. This also will be there. Full attention you give, chant and hear that very sound. You do mindful, soulful japa. Simple, mindful japa. Mindful means mind is fully there. Forget soulful. Mind is fully there. Mindful japa you do, you come out of, at least for that time, you're not in the movie. Our mind is capable of that. Just like, are you not capable? There is one movie running in this TV, another movie is running in this TV. You sit for some time here, too boring. Get up. In 2 minutes, you'll get into this story. 1 minute is enough. Yes or no? See how much capability we have got to move from one story to another story. Self-realization is nothing but coming out of all these stories and entering into the eternal truth. The real story, my real story. Who I am. And what is all this material energy? What is all this tamasha? So, self-realized person, a Paramahamsa, is completely out of the story. So, he cannot preach. He doesn't see those who are preached, those who need to be preached, those who are, all those things he doesn't see. Dhruva Maharaj situation. By virtue of touching the Lord, it's a Paramahamsa vision. So, at the same time, when somebody is preaching, he sees, still he lives in this world, and for service of the Lord, he sees the temporary trap the living entities are in. Temporary trap. The living entities are in. And tries to preach, to tell them that this is temporary. Your eternal life is with Krishna. And basically, what is temporary? The story built around I am this body is lies. So he preaches. How long you will live? Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. How long this body will live? It strikes him. Yeah, it looks like I am not the body. And to understand that my nature is eternal, that I am Brahman, I am not, because for so many years I have brainwashed myself into my subconscious mind that I am this body. I am matter, I am this body. And even now somebody tells you you are temporary. You think, what is wrong? I am temporary only. In the West, when you preach, this is in India it's not so much. In the West, when you preach, you tell somebody you are eternal. There is eternal life. That you are, this body, you are not this body. Because body dies. So he says, so what, body dies? I also die. Everything is temporary. What's the problem? Because he has no reference of realization of what is his nature. His Surupa is his Sat. He is not a Sat. He is eternal. And how does that happen? Brahmavadis, they all meditate, neti, neti, I am not this body, I am not this body. How it happens to us? Like iron put in the fire. We get into the fire of Sat. The absolute truth. Krishna is before us in the Shabda. Through our attention, we immerse ourselves in chanting and hearing the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is fire of Sat. Like an iron put in the fire becomes red hot, automatically we feel that I cannot be temporary. Simply, to a devotee simply has to think, oh, my body has beginning and death. Immediately he will think, what happens after death? Where was I before death? Whereas somebody who is so deeply rooted in Asat, for him there is no meaning in that question, what was I before coming into the body, what after going out of this body? Because he is thinking he is the body, no coming in and going out. Body came, body went. That is me. Birth, death, nothing beyond that. So this is the reason why, whether it is Brahmavadis or whether it is Krishna conscious devotees, both have to come out of the bodily concept of life. We coming out of the bodily concept of life means, how do we still relate to we change our relationship with our body. Our earlier relationship with our body is that I am this body. And what is the changed relationship with the body? Body is still there, it's a reality. Instead of thinking I am the body, this body is Guru and Krishna's. It's a resource for me to serve Krishna in this material world. A devotee becomes like a CEO of the body. I am not the body. CEO has got money power, CEO has got people power, and CEO has got an objective to make profit for the company. In the same way, a Vaishnava is like a CEO of this body. This body is an immediate resource. These are some powers are there in this body. I can walk, I can talk, I can speak, I can, interact with people, I can preach. This body as an instrument, I can use this. So our relationship with the body, see, you change an illusory perception to another perception. You have to give alternate perception because you are living with the body. So as devotees, we live in the body. We recognize the body is a truth. Now I am living in the body. I have got bodily powers of thinking, feeling, willing, seeing, desiring, touching, smelling, tasting, all these things. And these things are resources for me. So I am the body is gone. It turns into a resource in the hands of the CEO or the person. Yes, I am servant of Krishna. So the body is a very powerful and a useful instrument to preach. Maya, what does she say? No, you are the body. Squeeze out pleasure from this body. This is what Maya will tell. You are the body. Squeeze out pleasure from this body. Krishna consciousness says, no, you are not the body. Don't try to squeeze out pleasure from this body. Please squeeze your pleasure for yourself. You don't have to squeeze out from anywhere. You are eternal blissful servant of Krishna. Just realize that. Therefore, engage this body 24 hours in service of the Lord. As a resource, not as identified with it. As a very important resource. Suppose, let us say, robotics develops a lot. The field of robotics. We can just buy robots. So you have to do so many things every day. Right? So you will have one robot for this, one robot for that. You just tell the robot, do this, he'll do and come. This body is like a robot. A robot that can, so it's a super robot. Exactly like in the spiritual world. You have a body. Like that, that's headed by false ego. False ego is the robot's identity. Robot cannot have identity. But false ego is, you animate it. You give meaning to all the robots. So you create, actually they are robots, but you create meaning. Similarly, all the bodies, the false ego, they are all robotic. But we give meaning, this is Mr. So-and-so, this is my brother, this is that, all kinds of things we weave in our head. And all that story at the time of death, it's gone. Why the story ends? Because I am the body is a foundation. So body is gone. So this life I don't remember what I was. Why? Because very easy. The Lord wipes out by taking away the body at the time of death. You realize that I am not the body. I am without the body. Everybody has to realize the time of death, I am not the body. It has been snatched away by Kala. In dreams, we create so many things out of various impressions in the subconscious mind. But all such creations are simply temporary and unreal. In dream, you get meaningful dreams, no? What is the meaning of dream? Dream means there is a meaning in that. You are enjoying a meaning. I am there, he is there, something is happening. These are all meanings. So in the dream, we are creating these meanings, as Prabhupada says, because of so many impressions we have created in our subconscious. Centered around, I am the body, others are their bodies. So all the dreams also, you will have so many stories, so many characters, so many bodies. You identify yourself, you identify somebody else. In the dream, you are fighting with him. That means in the dream, you have created I, you have created him. And then you feel that you are the fighter. Then you feel that you have won the fight, he is defeated. In the dream, you see that he is defeated and he is coming and apologizing to you, I am sorry. But that person is not there. So you created that character also. It's all story. So therefore Prabhupada says something like a dream. He doesn't say it's a dream. It's something like a dream. It is not that what we are creating is his body is real, temporarily it is real. Whereas in the dream you create others' bodies, all these things, that 100% it is you are the weaver of the entire dream. In the material world here, we are the creators, we are weavers of the dream in our heads. Outside is not the dream. Outside some reality is there. Krishna's energy is there, Krishna's opulence is there. Manifest material world, wind up, maintains, winding up. Creation, maintenance, annihilation. This is the eternal Leela of the Lord. It's the eternal energy of the Lord. Not that Panchaputa does not exist, it exists. But the person who identified with the Panchabhuta, he is in Asat. His ideas, his story is lies. That is why we should go on hearing Krishna Katha. That is why it is said that you should not hear Grami Katha. Grami Katha means you are getting lost in this world. Krishna Katha means your meanings are all coming, absolute meanings. You are waking up. Go on hearing Krishna Katha, will wake up. In the same way, although apparently we are awake in material life, because we have no information of the soul and the super soul, we create many friends, enemies simply out of imagination. In the material world, each person's body, they are all bodily differences. The accumulated karmic, your history of your karma is different, my history of karma is different. And these are all recorded in the body. Accordingly, I have a body which is nothing to do with the soul as such. Soul's activity creates one kind of, each of us have a different history of activity, therefore each of us look differently, each of us have different abilities, each of us have different sukha, dukkha, all those things. Each of our bodies have sukha and dukkha. Is also Prabhupada says, there is no sukha, there is no dukkha, it's all equal for a Paramahamsa. It's equal. Nothing good or bad. So the greatest revelation by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the identity of the Atma as an eternal servant of Krishna, is a very big thing. And then Bhakti Yoga means just practicing that to awaken ourselves to who I really am. That cannot change. I am a servant of Krishna, cannot change. I am Madhu Pandit, can change. Next life I will be some other. Some other. Each life we go on changing our identity, but our eternal constitutional identity, I am servant of Krishna, is the same. It doesn't change. That's what I am. So self-realization means, as I said, completely coming in control of this body by realizing I am not the body and using it as a resource without being affected by sukha dukkha of the body, because sukha dukkha is a reading of the soul. Body itself doesn't feel sukha and dukkha. It is a reading of the soul. So whether sukha or dukkha doesn't matter. Whatever he has to do, engage the body in the service of the Lord, he will engage. Not a drop of this body or mental energy will be given to Maya. That means you are situated, or you are a good CEO. So many servants are there. So much capacity, so much power, they are all given to you. Now you use all this in the service of the Lord. Meantime, old Maya, false egos are in the subconscious mind. It will come up and it will claim the body. And the body, I want to enjoy. False egos will come and claim. Now you have to be a powerful CEO. Chant Hare Krishna. In the association with the Lord. Dissolve those false egos. By saying that it is I created all these things. That's not me. It's a ghost I created and put in my subconscious mind. So many identities I have created. I am friend, I am enemy, I am this, I am that. They're all I have created. If they are useful, yes, I will use. If they want to extract sense gratification out of the body, I will not allow. I can use you, I will use you. Because in the material world, everybody sees each other as bodies. So for role play, you may have to think you are the body, but people look at it like that, and you may have to interact as a body. That is the reason devotees, okay, I have to dress properly. I may know I am not the body, but in service of Krishna, I go with a torn cloth. He is thinking I am the body and I am the, I am rich or poor or having a good dress or not dress. He is thinking, and it will affect my service. So I will have a nice eye and so that he respectably receives what I have to say. Therefore, I dress. So I engage in activities. So we dovetail all even our past identities, old personalities. If it is useful to preach Krishna consciousness, yes. As a CEO, the soul is a CEO, and I will engage all my past relationship egos I have. I might be a father, but I will become a father devotee. I might be an husband. Inside, I have an identity as a husband, as a bodily. Husband is bodily identity. Now I will be a husband devotee. That role play. But I am the CEO who is engaging this husband. See, I am not the husband. I am not the wife. I am not the preacher. I have trained a preacher. Preacher will, and I will engage the preacher. Each identity that we have just like in a CEO, there are so many employees. All the employees are very loyal to the company. What is the meaning of very loyal to the company? Very loyal to the company's purpose. They will all work harmoniously. Company will flourish. Is it not? The CEO's job is to make them all come together. But they also have to be given their salaries, employees. Correct? Whatever work they have done, you give salary. So we also have to taste some prasadam. It's all salary. That is prasadam. We only want prasadam salary. That means Krishna is giving to us. I am taking. So devotee only lives on prasadam. Not only food prasadam, any bodily requirement is there. It is prasadam from the Lord. And suppose in the company, each CEO sees that he doesn't care for all the employees. In the care means he is not managing. What will happen? Each fellow will take something out to his home from the company. He will be stealing. It is for his work. Because his self-interest is something else. He has no interest in the company. Correct? So similarly, within our body, there are so many false egos. Father, mother, brother, children, friends, this, that. So many things. Ambitious self, all these things are there. They're all inside us. If the CEO doesn't control them, what he will do? He will loot the company. So similarly, false ego loots this body for sense gratification. Bodily energy, every drop of it is belong to Krishna. A false ego, sense gratifier's false ego, independent enjoyer false ego will come and loot this body. Ultimately, is an illusory false self, false ego is an illusory self. But damage is real. Because the real body you are engaging in sense gratification. You create a karma, you create a bondage. You cannot say. Every action has a reaction. So the CEO should be a well-run company. He'll teach everybody how this mind and body, the various designations that we have, everything is engaged in Krishna's service. He'll manage the sadhana. He'll manage the achar, vichar of the mind. Achar of the body, vichar of the mind. As per what is befitting a devotee, a disciple of Prabhupada. So like this, the soul who is eternal servant of Krishna, for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna, has to become the CEO and manage all this relationship egos without allowing it to take any commission. But whatever is, nature itself has created their salary. If the body has to survive, it has to eat. And God has created sense of taste. So you taste whatever is there, it tastes prasadam. So that's how surrender means. Surrender automatically means sadhana or achar, vichar, all those things. Without all that, there is no surrender. Surrender means you are surrendering your body, mind, everything. And you are the CEO. You are surrendering in Krishna's service. You have to be a strict CEO. This is self-management. Any questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, if information of Krishna consciousness or knowledge alone is sufficient to change the perception, why is it difficult to change the perception although knowledge is present? It's difficult to change the perception.
Knowledge is one thing, perception is another thing. When knowledge is charged with all the feelings connected with that knowledge, it becomes vijnana. I am the body is a knowledge. When you get that existential feeling that I am not this body, that is vijnana. Okay? So, to move from jnana to vijnana, we have to engage. We have to repeatedly engage with the feeling that I am servant of Krishna. So that's exactly what we are doing. It doesn't matter you are in bodily concept. I am servant of Krishna and serve him. And then that knowledge will become a deep perception. In a perception, you see all connected things. I am part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is supreme. Not you just see this body, I am this body. No. I have no meaning to myself without Krishna. And Amsha has no meaning without Purna. If Amsha is there, Purna is there. Purna is there, Amsha is there. Therefore, I am never created, I am never destroyed. The only eternal relative is Krishna. Now, the most powerful way for turning jnana into vijnana is this jnana vijnana shakti is called Chit Shakti of the Lord. And the Shakti Aveshanama is a reservoir of Chit Shakti. It's all about energy. That energy has to flow into you, you will be a different man. So that's why we say, please causelessly be merciful. You beg for the mercy of the holy name. That energy comes into you, you are right there. You got Vijnana also. It's just, that's what, here it's in the end Prabhupada says, Dhruva Maharaj therefore said, Daivim Mayam Upashitya, the cause of all his bewilderment was his association with the illusory material energy. The living entity falls into the material energy. If he associates with it, then he's finished. He has to learn this story. He has to live this story. I am the body. So exactly in the same way, if I associate with Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, the eternal story will emerge. Jnana and Vijnana, truth. Who really I am, what I am, everything. That is why it is said that one lives, when one is surrendered to spiritual master, executes his instruction, he is under the control of the internal energy. Everything, what he does, where he does, how he is doing, what he is made to do, all direction is there from the internal energy. Life goes on very, in that way, no confusion. Chant and hear nicely 16 rounds. Offenseless chanting. Whole day will be blissful. Because you have no confusion. Spontaneously Lord's direction, order, everything, will be happening and you will be engaged in the service of the Lord. So go on practicing that. So beg for the mercy of the Lord. Kripa Peksha, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. When Sat energy flows, you wake up your existence, eternal existence. When Chit energy flows, you will not only awaken that I am not temporary, I am eternal. You also realize that I am a person and I am an eternal servant of Krishna. When Ananda energy awakens, then your entire beliefs of self-centered enjoyment goes away. Your original thing that pleasure is equal to giving pleasure to the Lord awakens. By mentally chavying, it won't happen. You have to associate. If you put some few marbles in a dabba, go on shaking, no extra marble will come. This is mental speculation. Jnanis. But we are associating means new energy is falling in, by which we wake up. Not only I am eternal, you wake up, I am eternal servant of Krishna. Krishna loves me. My original pleasure is love of Krishna. Everything belongs to Krishna. I have to engage everything in Krishna's service. Instead of me going and serving the body should serve me to serve Krishna. Whole perspective changes by flow of that Satyana. So ultimately, you have to go on associating with the avatara of the Lord. Nama avatara, Archa avatara, Prasada avatara, Seva avatara. Seva opportunity in the material world is also a blessing of the internal energy. If you have got a service and it is absorbing you, that is also a blessing. That is also sanction of the Lord. That's also prasadam. What work I should do? Prasadam work is called devotional service, preaching service. It is given by the Lord, for the Lord, for the purpose of the Lord. Srimad-Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.